know it's been a while since my last video, and I've been searching for fall color, and I think I found it. Look right behind me. My friend Darren and I are on our way to the North Cascades. This is Darrington, Washington, and the fall colors are totally kicking, as you can tell. This is just epic color. It's fantastic. We're headed to a place called Ann Lake, and we're about a couple hours away, hour and a half, something like that. The roads get pretty twisty and we're going to gain some elevation, but I wanted to give you a preview of the incredible color as we make our way to the campsite. We got to the trailhead and it's very close to sunset, like an hour or so. So decided, instead of hiking the whole trail, we're going to hike down to the lake tonight just to see what it looks like. Then tomorrow morning we'll get up early and we're going to hike the whole loop trail. It's kind of muddy. That'll take us up and around. We'll be able to see down on the lake. So here, we figured tonight would be a good place to actually see the lake, you know, up close, see if there's any photo opportunities. And then tomorrow we'll go above the lake. So we'll get to do both, because we really do not have enough time to get to any elevation before it gets pitch black. And we've got to find a place to camp tonight. So we're almost there. And it's really pretty. Walking around the lake trying to find a vantage point that's going to really have a nice composition. Some kind of a foreground interest down here with one of the mountain peaks in the back with the snow on it. So the trail was super easy. It was soft for the most part, no real rocks or anything. And it's not too cold. I mean, the hike was I was sweating. I had to take off one jacket, and it's actually kind of pleasant. I'm sure it'll get cold as I stand around and take a photograph and wait, but right now it's not bad at all. So I'm gonna find a place to set up, hopefully be able to put something in my foreground, make a good composition, and get a shot for sunset. I found a composition that I like, but unfortunately there's zero sky. There's no clouds whatsoever tonight, so it's a crystal blue sky, which is really odd for this time of year in the North Cascades, because this is kind of like the rainy season is starting. Fall is here, and we should have clouds and even rain, but we've got nothing. It's absolutely crystal clear blue sky. So what I've done is, again, since the sky is uninteresting, I'm including as very little of it as I possibly can. I've got a wide angle lens. I've got a log that I've set up on, I'm actually sitting on, that I'm using as a leading line that leads right to the across the lake up to the peak with the snow on it, and the aspens are a gorgeous orange that dots through the evergreens, which is really pretty. And it would be pretty epic if we had a sunset with a sky. I think I said that. So sometimes you just get what you get, and that's what makes it a challenge. Anyway, let me just show you what it looks like, if I can, on the back of the camera. I've got the log in my foreground, and again, it's a pretty nice log. It's got a nice little curve to it around to the left, down over here. And then again, it's pointing right at the aspens across the lake. Let me just show it to you this way. This might even be easier, I think. Let me back up here. Here we go. So here's my log in my foreground, and you see it's going to be pointing right over here to those great orange aspens over there, and then all the way up to my peak, which has got just a little bit of snow on it. Let me zoom in. So there we go. It's got a little bit of snow. So tomorrow, the hike is going to take us up and around and up through the pass, which is in total shadow right now because the sun is setting right there. You can see where that nice glow is. And then it'll take us around to this side and then all the way back down. So we'll be going right through all of those aspens over there, which should be really, really pretty. So that's going to be pretty much the only shot for sunset tonight because again, there's no sky. And there's a huge glare on the lake. Even with a polarizer that I'm using, it's next to impossible to pull it all off based on where the sun is and where I'm standing. And getting around to a different vantage point on the lake is really just, it's not worth it. I think this is as good as it gets as far as just having a composition with a leading line, some color, and then this right up into the snow-capped peak on the other side. So if the shot turns out at all, here it is right now. Just a couple of comments on this photograph. First, the 3x2 format doesn't work at all. The composition's extremely unbalanced, so I made it a 1-to-1 square crop that works much better. And it's just not a very good image. The lack of light and clouds plus the glare on the lake all contribute to make it a very mediocre photograph. But you have to do the best with what you are given. Good morning. We're back at the same trail as we were last night, but this time we're hiking up, doing the whole Maple Ridge Trail. So it goes up and around Lake Ann. And we would have started a lot earlier, but just like last night, there's zero clouds in the sky. It's just bright blue. So it wasn't really a necessary thing to try to make it to the pass by any specific time because there was just going to be a blue sky when we got there. So, and I apologize for this camera. I don't know if it was a firmware update or what, but for some reason the face track goes wonky. It's very aggravating with this camera. I checked for firmware updates, but other people are having this issue as well. So DJI, you need to fix this. It didn't used to do this. Yeah, I'm out of breath. That was steep. But we're at the pass. I think this is the pass. Because this is the view. This location is just screaming to do a panorama, and again, I did it handheld. It just wasn't that hard. The big thing to remember when you're doing panos, especially with blue skies, take your polarizer off. Always take your polarizer off. If you're doing a pano, take it off, or you'll be really sad when you get back and look at your photographs and try to put them together. So I did some vertical, so I could include more of this, and then I did just a normal landscape, left to right. Always make sure you're including an extra shot to the left and to the right. Go start further to the left than you think you need to, and then go one more past where you think, because when you stitch it together, there's always going to be some distortion around those edges, and you don't want it to clip off the top of your mountain or the edge of your frame where you really want something. But again, this place just screams for pano. F16, ISO 100, shutter speed, I don't know, 80th of a second, 100th of a second, just wherever it lands. Just again, make sure you don't blow out your snow up there. It's that easy. And here are the shots. almost done with the hike. About 7 miles total, which is not bad for distance. It's the 2,200 or so feet of elevation gain that is hard. My legs are like jello, and can't wait to get this pack off and get back to van. And I'm really sorry for my camera here not being able to track my face, but I'm gonna have to turn it off anyway because it's super sketchy. I thought I was almost there. Tired. Anyway, I hope you liked the video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and share my channel, help it grow. I'd really appreciate it. We're headed to Leavenworth tonight. Probably stop a couple places on the way there if our legs will cooperate. And then I'll be in Leavenworth for 2 days doing some more fall color, and that video will come out after this one. So make sure you subscribe, click the notification bell so you don't miss it when it does get released. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.